Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News. Fans, Kelsey Anderson from The Bachelor has firmly stated that adopting children is a foundational aspect of her relationship with Joey Graziadei. In a revealing discussion on the Bachelor Happy Hours Golden Hour podcast, Kelsey expressed her deep-seated desire to adopt, which she communicated early in their relationship. She made it clear to Joey that adoption was crucial for her and it was a deal breaker. Quote, "One of the first big things I told him was that I really wanted to adopt and that was a non-negotiable for me. So if he wasn't open to that, then I couldn't be here." End quote. In addition to adoption, she also dreams of naturally conceiving a child. Kelsey envisions having a sizable family, in stark contrast to Joey's preference for a smaller one, citing the ease of travel with fewer children. "I mean, I want like 1,000,000 kids. Joey only wants like 2. He's like, it's easier to travel," she humorously remarked. Their discussions about family life were first shared with the public during their time on the Vile Files podcast. In their interview, Joey hinted at their first child's name and expressed a desire to construct a loving family reflecting the warmth of their own families. He noted, "We already have the name of our first kid figured out. We want to build a beautiful family because we have 2 beautiful families of our own. We're taking things slow." In a candid conversation with Nick Viall, Joey disclosed their plans for their future children's names. He shared that they plan to use Kelsey's surname for their daughter, whom they would like to nickname Andy. Quote, "Anderson has last name, soon to obviously be her maiden name, and we kind of love it most for a girl and calling her, as a nickname, Andy," end quote. Joey elaborated. The couple's commitment to adoption was highlighted, and Joey emphasized its significance to Kelsey since it was a long-held ambition of hers to adopt. He revealed, "One of the really special things, I don't know if it even made it on the show, was that Kelsey told me she always wanted to adopt. That was something she was always really big on, and she probably wants to have like 20 kids. I'd rather stay in more of the 3 range," end quote. The leading man has already made his intentions clear. He doesn't want to relive his most painful experience and plans to find a wife. While sitting down with People, he spoke about the pre-recorded season and how he handled the drama that always transpires. Ellis admitted he would always remind himself to get the facts and don't jump the gun. He said, "In a situation like that, where any move you make is really pivotal, I think that me waiting until I had all the evidence and then making a decision was the best move on the chessboard." The reality star said the issues that arose taught him a lot about himself, but also the women after his heart. He realized that their maturity showed how much they wanted a family and long-lasting relationship. "It's really easy for somebody to tell you what they want, but I think that actions speak louder than words," he declared. Ellis explained, "If they're starting drama, or if they're gossiping, or if they're doing certain things, that just indicates a lack of maturity. For me, a red flag is somebody who's too self-absorbed," he added. Since their appearance on the 28th season of The Bachelor, Kelsey and Joey have shared insights into their post-show life, including their living arrangements. Kelsey wasn't ready to overhaul her life immediately after engagement and maintained her job, inviting Joey to move in with her. Joey humorously compared their living situation to a sitcom. He said, "I'm on a comedy sketch right now. I feel like I'm full on in a new girl situation." Despite the crowded living conditions, Joey viewed moving in with Kelsey as an obvious choice. Kelsey later left her job to focus on traveling and project management, with Joey supporting them during this transition. When the cameras stopped rolling, most fans thought Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson would fade into the background like so many other couples before them. But instead, they've become the centerpiece of an ongoing love story, one filled with laughter, challenges, travel, and now a surprisingly serious revelation. Kelsey Anderson, the woman who stole Joey's heart in front of millions of viewers, recently made headlines for a statement that wasn't just bold, it was downright uncompromising. In an interview that has fans buzzing, she declared that adoption is non-negotiable in her future with Joey Graziadei. The choice of words wasn't accidental. Non-negotiable means deal-breaking, end of discussion, the kind of word that can send shivers through the spine of even the strongest romance. But was this a moment of clarity, An insight into Kelsey's values, or the first sign for trouble for Bachelor Nation's golden couple? To understand why Kelsey's declaration matters, you have to rewind to their season. Joey Graziadei, the charming tennis pro turned reality TV leading man, was adored for his sincerity and warmth. Kelsey, meanwhile, wasn't the flashiest contestant in the room, but the kind of grounded perspective that made her seem different from the usual parade of contestants vying for roses. Their finale was one of the most emotional in Bachelor history. Joey, visibly torn, chose Kelsey over fan favorite Daisy, creating both celebration and heartbreak in the process. The way he looked at her on that stage, the way she trembled as he slipped the ring on her finger, seemed to promise a future that no reality TV curse could touch. But fairy tales, even televised ones, are never perfect. Behind the smiles and Instagram posts, there were real conversations happening. Conversations about family, faith, and the future. Fans who have followed Kelsey closely know that family has always been a sensitive topic for her. She grew up with challenges that weren't always visible on camera. She's hinted at struggles, moments where she felt unseen, and a longing to create a family dynamic stronger and more nurturing than the one she knew as a child. Adoption for Kelsey isn't a whim or a fashionable statement, it's personal. She's spoken about her belief that children deserve stability, love, and opportunity no matter where they're born. For her, adoption isn't just charity, it's destiny. In the now viral interview, she said, "I've known for years that adoption was going to be part of my story. It's not something I'm debating with myself. It's non-negotiable. Whoever I build my life with has to share that vision with me." The word non-negotiable was like a thunderclap. So where does Joey Graziadei stand in all of this? Fans immediately dissected every clip, every recent post, every subtle sign to see if he was on board, or if this could be the first wedge in their picture-perfect love story. On social media, Joey has been characteristically diplomatic. He posted a picture of himself and Kelsey holding hands with the caption, "Building our future one step at a time." Sweet, yes. Clear? Not at all. But insiders close to the couple suggest that Joey wasn't blindsided. Kelsey has been open with Joey from the start about wanting adoption to be part of her family plan. He's not against it, but the seriousness of her saying it's non-negotiable, it definitely raised eyebrows in his circle. Some fans think Joey looks nervous in recent interviews, as if he's still processing what it means to commit to something so permanent, so unyielding. After all, he's barely out of the whirlwind of reality TV. The man went from handing out roses to discussing lifetime parenting commitments in a matter of months. Bachelor Nation isn't exactly known for staying quiet when drama brews. Kelsey's comment lit up Reddit threads, Instagram fan pages, and TikTok breakdowns. The reactions fell into two camps. Teen Kelsey, fans who applauded her for knowing her values and refusing to compromise. Good for her. Too many women bend themselves to fit a man's vision of life. If adoption is her calling, Joey needs to rise to meet her, not the other way around. This is why I love Kelsey. She's real, she's grounded, she's not afraid to speak her truth. Team Joey, or Team Caution. Fans who worried Kelsey's ultimatum could drive them apart. Why announce something like that publicly? It puts pressure on Joey in such an unfair way. Relationships are about compromise. Saying anything is non-negotiable in marriage is a red flag. The debate rages on, but one thing's clear. Kelsey and Joey's relationship just went from sweet to complicated, and fast. Here's the twist that most fans aren't asking. Is this about adoption, or is it about power? In every Bachelor couple, the question of who holds the reins eventually comes up. On screen, Joey had the roses, the control, the narrative. Off screen, though, Kelsey's declaration shows she's no passive player in their love story. She has her own non-negotiables, and she's not afraid to say them out loud, even if it means shaking up their perfect image.
Some relationship experts have weighed in, noting that non-negotiables can either strengthen a relationship by clarifying values or strain it by creating ultimatums. For Kelsey, the risk is worth it. For Joey, the test is whether he can embrace her vision without losing his own. Adding fuel to the fire, Joey's family has reportedly been cautious about Kelsey's stance. His sister, who was a visible figure during his bachelor journey, is rumored to have expressed concerns. It's not about adoption, a source whispered. It's about how Kelsey frames it. Joey's family wants him to feel like he has choices, not ultimatums. The idea that family approval could become another subplot is not new in Bachelor Nation. Just ask Grant Ellis or Peter Weber. But for Joey, whose relationship with his family has always been central, this could become a tightrope walk. The couple is now in what insiders call the real-life season. The cameras are gone, the press cycle is quieter, but the decisions are heavier. Where will they live? How fast will they marry? And now, will they adopt? The couple has reportedly begun premarital counseling, a move that fans see as both smart and telling. Counselors say these conversations are exactly the kind you should have early. Kids, family values, what's negotiable and what's not. For Joey and Kelsey, it's happening in real time, under the watchful gaze of millions. At its heart, this story isn't just about Joey and Kelsey. It's about the evolution of The Bachelor itself. For years, the show sold a fantasy: love, romance, perfect endings. But what happens after the final rose? What happens when real issues like adoption, marriage, and family planning come crashing in? Kelsey's non-negotiable declaration may feel shocking, but maybe it's exactly what Bachelor Nation needs. A reminder that love stories are messy, imperfect, and built on values deeper than helicopter dates and candlelit dinners. So where does this leave them? If adoption is truly non-negotiable for Kelsey, then Joey has two choices: embrace it wholeheartedly or risk losing the woman he fought for on national television. But knowing Joey, his heart, his willingness to listen, his empathy, fans believe he'll rise to the challenge. He's not the type to walk away just because something is difficult. If Kelsey wants adoption, Joey will get there. It just might take time. For now, Bachelor Nation waits, watches, and speculates. Is this the beginning of a lifelong journey towards building a family, biological, adopted, or both? Or is it the first crack in a love story that seemed too good to be true? One thing's certain: when Kelsey Anderson says something is non-negotiable,
When The
the
Bachelor
world
season
listens.
28 ended, Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson seemed to have it all: a whirlwind romance, a glittering engagement, and millions of fans swooning over their chemistry. On stage during After the Final Rose, Joey looked at Kelsey with the kind of love that Bachelor Nation craves, the promise of forever. But once the cameras stopped rolling, reality came knocking. Unlike the fantasy dates and roses, marriage is built on conversations about the future, and one of those conversations has just shaken the fandom. Kelsey Anderson, calm and confident as ever, has declared that adoption isn't just something she's interested in, it's non-negotiable in her future with Joey. Those two words, non-negotiable, sparked headlines, fan wars, and even whispers that the couple's perfect facade might not be as seamless as it looks. Bachelor Nation has seen plenty of couples talk about kids, but rarely does a contestant turned fiancé set such a firm boundary in public. Kelsey didn't say adoption was an option. She didn't say it was a dream. She said it was required. "I've always known adoption would be part of my story," Kelsey explained in a recent interview. "Whoever I build my life with has to share that vision with me. It's not up for debate." Fans were floored. Could Joey, sweet, adaptable Joey, really be ready to embrace such a permanent commitment? Or did this signal the start of a tug-of-war between the couple's visions of family? The seeds of Kelsey's conviction.
To understand Kelsey's passion for adoption, you have to look at her past. She's been candid about her complicated upbringing, moments of instability, lessons learned the hard way, and her deep desire to create a family environment rooted in security and unconditional love. Kelsey has said she feels called to break cycles, to create the kind of family she always longed for. Adoption for her isn't charity, it's destiny. Close friends say Kelsey's been dreaming of this long before she met Joey. She's talked about adoption since college, one insider revealed. It's not a phase or a whim. It's a value that's part of who she is. While Joey hasn't publicly opposed adoption, his response has been measured. On Instagram, he posted a photo of himself and Kelsey on a sunset walk, captioning it, "Building our future step by step." Supportive? Yes. A firm yes to adoption? Not exactly. A source close to the couple whispered to Life and Roses Weekly, Joey isn't against adoption, but the weight of Kelsey saying it's non-negotiable, that's a lot for him to process. He's only a few months removed from reality TV. He's adjusting to real life with Kelsey, moving, wedding planning, and now this huge family discussion. He's just asking for time. Bachelor Nation immediately latched on to the subtle difference, being open to adoption versus being told it's required. Bachelor Nation has never been shy about voicing opinions. The fandom split into two distinct camps. Team Kelsey praised her clarity. "This is why I love her. She knows what she wants and won't compromise her values for a man." Women are always told to bend. Good for Kelsey for standing firm. Team Joey, or Team Caution, worried the ultimatum could backfire. Non-negotiables are dangerous. Relationships require compromise. Why announce this publicly? It puts Joey in an impossible position. The online discourse got so heated that Reddit threads topped thousands of comments in a matter of hours. Trouble in paradise? Adding fuel to the fire, rumors began swirling about a tense trip the couple took to Hawaii. A supposed eyewitness claimed they saw Joey and Kelsey having a serious argument on a resort balcony. "She looked upset, he was rubbing his temples," the source alleged. "They weren't fighting loud, but it didn't look like a honeymoon moment." Could this have been their first real clash over the adoption conversation? No one knows for sure, but Bachelor Nation fans are convinced. Bachelor Nation's social media detectives. Theories grew stronger when eagle-eyed fans noticed a change in Joey's Instagram activity. He stopped liking some of Kelsey's posts for nearly 2 weeks. A missing ring photo fueled further speculation. "She wasn't wearing the ring at brunch in Dallas," one fan tweeted, with a blurry paparazzi shot. "Don't tell me adoption already broke them up." Whether coincidence or not, Bachelor Nation thrives on decoding social media breadcrumbs. For many, these signs pointed to cracks in the couple's fairy tale. Joey's family weighs in. Joey's family, who played a big role on the show, reportedly expressed concern about the non-negotiable phrasing. It's not about adoption itself, it's about Joey having the space to decide for himself without feeling forced into something. His family wants him to feel like he has choices. Bachelor fans immediately drew comparisons to Peter Weber's infamous family drama with Madison and Hannah Ann. Was Joey destined for the same fate? Bachelor alums couldn't resist. Charity Lawson. "I admire Kelsey's clarity, but marriage is about working together, not ultimatums." Caitlin Bristow. "I get Kelsey. If you know, you know. Non-negotiables can be empowering." Tyler Cameron. "Joey's a good dude. He'll figure it out. People forget life after the show is a whole different ballgame." With every alum comment, the fire grew hotter. The juiciest rumor yet is that Kelsey allegedly told Joey, "If you can't see adoption in our future, then maybe I'm not the one." Whether true or exaggerated, the rumor spread like wildfire, and fans couldn't stop debating it. Was it fair? Was it too soon? Or was it simply Kelsey being honest about her boundaries? Sensing the chatter was out of control, Joey and Kelsey posted a joint Instagram video. Smiling, hand in hand, they said, "We're building our future together. Adoption is something we've talked about, and we're excited to keep having those conversations privately." But the internet wasn't convinced. Body language experts weighed in, dissecting the video frame by frame. Some claimed Joey looked tense, others insisted Kelsey's smile seemed forced. Even damage control couldn't silence the rumors. Beyond Joey and Kelsey, this moment reflects a larger truth about The Bachelor. For years, the franchise sold perfect love stories. But as more leads and contestants speak about real issues, family planning, mental health, long-distance relationships, fans are seeing that the fairy tale is only the beginning. Kelsey's non-negotiable stance may be controversial, but it's also refreshingly real. She isn't selling a fantasy. She's telling the truth about who she is and what she wants. So, what does the future hold? If Joey embraces Kelsey's vision, adoption could become the cornerstone of their family and a powerful narrative of love beyond biology. If he hesitates too long, though, this non-negotiable could be the one thing that unravels them. As one fan put it, adoption won't break them. Lack of alignment will. For now, Bachelor Nation waits, speculates, and watches. Will Joey rise to meet Kelsey's vision, or will non-negotiable become the word that ended a love story watched by millions? Final word. Kelsey Anderson isn't backing down. Joey Graziadei is still figuring it out. Together, they're proving that love after The Bachelor isn't about roses. It's about real-life choices. And when Kelsey says adoption is non-negotiable, Bachelor Nation knows one thing for sure. This couple's journey is far from over.